Welcome everybody to our Coach Opportunity webinar. I am super excited to have you guys on. My name is Rosa Santos. I'm one of the leaders of the Empire team, and we are just super excited to have you guys on. You're gonna be hearing from some women that have absolutely changed lives, that have changed their own fitness, and that are really just impacting people wherever it is that they go. So I am so excited to hear from each and every one of them. These women are completely inspiring. They're completely amazing. And these are women that are dreamers, believers, and that really have gone against the grain and done really amazing things. So with that being said, I am so excited to have you on. So I'll share a little bit about myself, and then we'll go into the expectations of what can you expect on this call. Okay, like I said, my name is Rosa Santos. I am a homeschool mom of 3. I used to be a litigation paralegal. I have completely retired myself from my 9 to 5, and I've been married for 12 happy years. And you know, before Beachbody, really I was 88 pounds overweight. After my first pregnancy, like I gained a ton of weight. I had always been fit before Beachbody, so it really hit me hard to just be in that place. And I found this little picture while I was on my desk today. Look at this. That was me after my first daughter, 88 pounds overweight, and I was extremely unhappy. I was looking for a solution. And really, with other companies that I had invested in, you know, whatever I would see, I was so desperate for somebody to help me that I would just try anything. Every infomercial that would come out, I would be so like excited, oh, maybe this will work, maybe that will work, all in the desperation of, man, I just want my life back. I don't know if you guys ever felt like this, but when you're not where you want to be, you're just like reminiscing on how good you felt, on where you want to be again. And that was me. I really wanted to find something where I was not just a quick fix, but something that was going to transform my life. Because at the moment I felt ashamed, you know, and I'm not proud of it. I was really self-conscious. I didn't want to go to the beach. I didn't want to be out because I just felt so horrible. So one day I saw the P90X commercial, which I'm sure all of you on this call have seen. And from there, I saw that I had a coach, which was amazing, somebody keeping me accountable, the nutrition plan, and a world-class trainer in my living room. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the answer. This is what I've been looking for. So long story short, I lost 88 pounds. I got back to my pre-pregnancy weight, and the rest was history. I literally was so passionate about just helping other women do what I did. I knew nothing about the coaching opportunity. I knew nothing about that. I was just so excited. Everyone that would be like, oh my gosh, Rosa, you've lost so much weight. You look so good. I would be like, thank you. Let me tell you what I've done. Let me tell you about this. And, you know, it was just an exciting time in my life where I really felt like I accomplished something. Like I did it. And I was really proud of myself. My confidence went through the roof. I just felt good. I wanted to model that for my daughter, you know, like when you feel good about yourself, the confidence that comes with that. And it was just great. It was such an amazing experience. And then one day my coach reached out to me about this opportunity that we are talking about today. And I was like, oh, hell no, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I had just had my son. And I was like, I'm too busy. I have no time. I was literally, guys, rushing through life. I was rushing to get the kids up in the morning, rushing to get to work, rushing to get back to pick up my daughter, rushing to cook, to clean, to make sure everything was ready for the day, and then do that all over again. And I called that life. I could not even sit on the couch and enjoy any day of the week because I was so bombarded with just trying to survive. That's the right word. I was trying to survive, and I didn't have time to enjoy my kids. And so when the opportunity was presented to me, even though I thought at that time I had no time, and I thought that, you know, these things don't really work, right? And all of these doubts that came in my mind, and I was just like, you know what? let me try this. Let me try this, because if I can just help one woman do what I've done, then I will consider myself successful. And the plus side is it keeps me accountable to my own goals, and I'm gonna look fine forever, right? So scared as heck, I jumped in. I had no social media following. I knew nothing about nothing. So I just want to make that clear. You don't have to know anything. That's why the trainings are there and everything else is there. But I was literally like, all I wanted to do was share what worked for me. And to make a long story short, just sharing what worked for me, I have impacted thousands of lives. So I am going to share with you what a coach is, because a lot of times, you know, we get compared to these other companies and we're nothing like that. Like I've been in the position of my challengers. So I put myself in their shoes. I understand what it's like to cry in front of the mirror. I understand what it's like to feel bad about yourself. I understand what it's like to really compare yourself to your friends that are more fit and all of that. And because of that, I lead from the heart. And that's what that is to me. What a coach is somebody that can love somebody, embrace somebody to greatness, to their best potential, you know? And I love it because this world has so much negativity. I get to be that guiding light, that little pebble in the road of their life, and just be somebody that is encouraging while I'm keeping myself accountable to my own goals, because, you know, I have to practice what I preach. It's amazing because it also helps the woman next to me, and I'm able to encourage, I'm able to push, I'm able to believe and grab them by the hand and just say, you can do this. You know, and that's really what a coach is a motivator, is somebody that loves people, is an encourager, is a dreamer. We're all dreamers. Obviously, this is not, you know, the thing that everybody does, like you leave college and then you're like, I'm gonna work, right? So we're different. We're different, but we're amazing people who just wanna live life. And this is about freedom, freedom of time. For me, it was about freedom of time because I was very stressed. Freedom of time, freedom to really enjoy my kids, you know, and just inspiring women as I'm going through my journey. And, you know, so that's what a coach is. It's somebody that will love somebody to greatness, to help somebody become who they really want to be. That's really what a coach is. And each and every one of you that is watching has that within them, has that within them. Let me tell you, I was very shy in the beginning, no social media following. I knew nothing. But because I truly love people and I truly wanted to continue on my journey and help others, it like literally attracted people to me. Like, man, this lady has kids and she could do it. So I gave them the hope that if I can do it, so can they. So that is what a coach is. Also, what makes a good coach? You have to love and believe in people. You know, love and believe in people. A lot of these people never have anyone that has believed in them. And now you get to be that person. You get to be that guiding light, you know, and all we have to do is be teachable. We're not perfect. Do I have my cheat meals? Yes. Do I like not work out for a couple of days sometimes because I get busy? Yes. We're all living life. And it, like I tell my challengers, this is not a life sentence. It's a journey. Enjoy it. Enjoy the failures. Enjoy the victories and all of that. So it's just great to be able to do that for people, you know? We're all just normal people. All we do is we shout from the rooftops, hey, look at what I've been able to do and I can help you do it too. That's really what a coach is. What makes a good coach is somebody that will lead from the front, lead the way, show people what is possible for them. And it's just amazing, you know? And my daughter, she is so like impacted by what I do because I show her all the before and after photos of my challengers, and she's like, Mom, that is so great that you're doing this, that you're helping other moms, because she's seen me, you know, when I was going through my whole drama with my weight, she's seen me completely transformed mentally, physically. I believe in myself. I know what I bring to the table, and I'm imparting that to her. So you know, all of these are like byproducts of what a coach is. You know, it touches every area of your life. And I'm just so grateful that this opportunity came into my life. You know, like I said, I was always in a rush. I was scared. And I'm glad that I said yes. And, you know, I said yes to my life. I said yes to my kids, yes to my time. Was it hard? Are there hard moments? Yes, like in anything that you do, right? But it is so fulfilling. It is so worth it. And you know, you have to motivate other people to greatness. And all that we do as coaches, we learn, apply what we learn, and we're consistent with what we learn. If you do those three things, you will see your business climb, you will see your business get bigger, and it will just be like a ripple effect of, because of the decision that you're making, you're gonna touch everyone's life around you. And it's just really what a coach is. We're believers, we're encouragers, we're motivators, and we lock arms and we are like a network of positivity. I love that Beachbody, we're not in competition. I can lock arms with Kimberly, with Danielle and Christina and say, hey, let's change some lives, which is what we're doing right now. Because of the blessing that it's been in our lives, we can now help someone else to find whatever it is they're looking for. You know, if they want to work this part-time, that's good for them. If they want to work this full-time, that's good for them. If they want freedom, that's good for them. So it's wherever you're at, there is a Beachbody can be a solution for you. So with that being said, I am excited to introduce my girl, Daniela Presti, okay? And she was a former elementary school teacher, gone full-time coach. Yeah, gone full-time coach. She's tying the knot of September. And this business has helped her pay for her wedding. And we all know weddings are super expensive. So thank God for Beachbody, right? And this opportunity has given her a vision, given her vision of where she wants to go in life, of that freedom of impacting lives. So she's going to talk to you guys. She's going to share her story. And then she's going to talk to you guys about a day in the life of a coach. Danielle, the floor is yours.
Hey, first off, everyone watching, welcome. We are so excited to be here with you guys tonight. We have some amazing women on this call, so you guys are about to be crazy inspired. But a little bit about me. So like Rosa was saying, I used to be an elementary school teacher. And that's actually when I first stumbled upon this opportunity. And I did not come across Beachbody with the thought that I would actually create a business or create a vision for my life with this. I really stumbled upon this as a solution for myself. And as a teacher, I mean, if there's any teachers watching, you know that is a crazy demanding job where you don't get to pee when you want to pee. You take work home with you. You know, it is like a constant battle of just fighting energy, and you don't have time to take care of yourself. And so that's really the rut that I had fallen into, where I just didn't have time to take care of myself, and I gained weight and I just felt uncomfortable in my own skin. And it made it very difficult for me to go to work and be able to have this energy for my students when I just didn't feel good about myself. So I didn't necessarily have a huge physical transformation. I mean, I lost 10 pounds, but really my transformation came from within, because I really fell in love with myself again and realized that there was so much more in me, that I had so much more in me that I wasn't releasing. And so this opportunity of just working on myself and pushing play every day, drinking Shakeology, following that meal plan, I just felt so freaking good that I couldn't hold it in anymore. Like, I just wanted to shake every person around me and say, you have to do this. And so once I realized within the first week of starting my own journey, I realized that I needed to share this with anyone and everyone that I could. And that's when I realized that there was that opportunity here as a coach to be able to pay it forward and to be able to share what has changed my life with other people. So what we were saying earlier is there's different things you can do with this business, and you really can make it what you want. And the beauty of it is whoever invited you to watch this, or whoever, you know, you may become your coach, they're going to meet you wherever you're at, and they're going to help you take this business wherever you want to go. And I'll be totally honest, I've been through every stage of Beachbody coaching. I started off just with the thought that, hey, I can earn 25% off Shakeology, sign me up, I'll do whatever it takes, just as long as I get my Shakeo each month. But to be totally honest, when I fell in love with this and I wanted to share it with everyone, I did. And so I really started off as a part-time coach because I was teaching, I was busy, you know, and it was very difficult for me to squeeze all this time into my schedule to be able to do this, which I'll be telling you more about in a little bit. And then again, I grew this business and realized, oh my gosh, there is so much potential here. There are so many people to help that this is something I can do full time and supplement my income that I was making as a teacher and just soar. And the crazy thing is there are so many teachers in this business that have been able to retire from their jobs, and they have tripled the income that they were making just from coaching. So to kind of give you an idea of what a day in the life of a coach looks like, is it looks different depending on where you're at in your business. Starting off in my business when I was teaching full time, very limited on time, I was able to schedule pockets into my day to work my business. And when I say schedule time into my day, that's when I'm talking to people, that's when I'm posting on social media and sharing my journey and what I'm doing and what's helping me. This is me talking to my challengers. These are people I'm already helping. So it's really a lot of communicating with other people and talking to people. And this is something that I had no freaking clue how to do when I first said, yeah, I'll do this whole coaching thing. I didn't know what I was doing. And so that's why we have these amazing trainings that are set up for new coaches who come in and they just want to learn how to do this thing and they want to learn how to rock it. And so of course you go through these trainings and you have your coach alongside with you helping you do that. And so it's really fun because you slowly unravel what to do and how to talk to people and how to get people signed up and how to get them to join you and how to be coaches with you. So the beauty of this is you're never alone in the process. You always have a group of women behind you who are going to help you all along the way. We're all part of an amazing team called Team Empire. And in that team, we have unlimited amount of training, unlimited support. So you'll always know exactly what you need to do in order to move your business to the next level. So now that I've grown my business, I now have a team of coaches that I mentor and I support and I train so that they're able to do what they need to do with their business. Now, I know a lot of this may sound confusing or you don't understand what I'm saying, like what do I actually do each day? The beauty is you get a business activity tracker. And what that means is you actually have a tracker that you use that gives you exact details of what you're supposed to do each day. So honestly, in a day, if I'm working an hour of my business, then I'm friending new people on social media. I'm sending messages to new people on social media. I'm looking to see who's commented or liked on my posts. So this is a way for me to connect with new people. So really, each day, we're talking to new people. Making friends is what I like to call it. And who doesn't want to make new friends? Come on, that's what Facebook is like, a virtual coffee shop. You just go and you talk to people. So you talk to people, you read your personal development, so that's a way for you to become a better person. You make sure that you're a product of the product. So you are rocking your workout, you're drinking your Shakeology. So really, guys, what we do is simple, but it's not necessarily easy. You know, it does take dedication. It does take effort. It does take time for you to be able to connect and build relationships with other people. It is a commitment, but I 100% guarantee you I could do it as a teacher who worked 10-hour days, but I still was able to plug in those pockets of time where I worked my business a half an hour in the morning. I worked my business 15 minutes during my prep time. I worked my business 15 minutes during my lunch, and I came home and I was able to work my business and still be able to enjoy my evening with my fiance. So although it may sound complicated right now, it's not. And the beauty, you'll be taken through this process. You will be taken through with your coach, with other people in the training. So this is something that you will clearly understand day in and day out what you need to do. All you have to do is commit, and commit to changing other people's lives, commit to changing your own life, and commit to building a vision for yourself that is unlimitless. Like really, the sky is the limit, guys. And this is something that is just gives me goosebumps thinking about where you can go in this business if you're willing to put it in. And that's the thing. It's all about putting in the effort and being coachable with your coach and being mentored by your coach so that you can do whatever you want with this business. So who do we have next?
Danielle, so how has this business changed your life? Like, you've been able to retire yourself from 10-hour days. So how, other than paying off your wedding, which I think is absolutely amazing, how has it impacted like other areas of your life?
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, money is like a very small aspect in my life just because this has done so much more for me. Yes, I'm making money. Yes, I'm able to pay off things. But in reality, this has changed me inside and out as a woman. I used to be the type of woman that put everything she had into every little thing that was for every other person. And I never made any time for myself. I never had anything of my own. And so I felt like I was dispersing all of this energy to all of these people around me. And at the end of the day, I was just left like nothing. And that's what I felt. I felt like nothing. And so this has given me something to be proud of. This has given me something to grasp onto and create a life for my family in the future that I know with this business, that is the potential that I have for my life. I know that I am going to be able to make a certain amount of money where I can buy our own home, where I can put money away for our children's savings, where I'm able to donate to whatever shelter, animal shelter that I want to, where I can go volunteer my time instead of having to work these 10 hours a day. So this really just gave me the courage to do it, to just freaking do it. It gave me the courage to decide that, yes, I love to teach. I love to help kids. I love to help people. But I have found this passion of being able to teach and mentor and help in a totally different way. And it's not something where I'm just dispersing my energy. It's something where I feel so whole and I feel like I'm not only giving, but I am receiving.
Awesome.
So here we are, guys.
That is amazing. And that's what I love about this business, that there are so many things that happen as a result of you just saying yes. Even if you're scared, it's just like you get super fit, you're mentally in another place, and it's just so amazing. I am so proud of you, Danielle. Like, you have done it, girl. So now we're going to hear from Kimberly Stefan, and she is a Lifetime Diamond coach. And she's a full-time coach. She's also a personal trainer, goes to school. She's furthering her education. She's a mom of 2, and she is passionate about helping others. And she's going to be speaking to us about the misconceptions of coaching, right? Which is important. We want to know. We want to clear things up. And she's going to start with sharing her story. And I am so excited for you guys to hear this because it is amazing. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Rose, your stories, and thank everybody for joining in. We're so happy that you're here. Like Rosa said, my name is Kim Stefan. I am a Lifetime Diamond coach. I am now a full-time Beachbody coach as of recent. I'm a mommy. If you know me, you know that we have a fur baby, Roxy, who steals the show all the time. And yeah, I'm just going to share my story with you, and then I'm going to cover some misconceptions. You know what? First, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to cover the misconceptions and then share a little bit of my story, because it all kind of goes hand in hand. Because I came into this business, actually I didn't come into this business because I myself believed in the misconceptions. So I was scaring myself away from doing this. So I have an amazing team. Some of these ladies are on my team, and we've all grown to a family. Like we bond, we have this connection. Well, in the beginning, for months and months and months, because I was so intrigued and so inspired by what she was doing, sharing her journey and sharing her story on Facebook. And I literally stalked her. Like, she didn't even know that I existed, but I would watch everything that she did. So I always keep that in the back of my mind because she was inspiring me and she had no clue. And I feel like when I meet people in real life that have followed me on Facebook, they tell me the same thing. And I'm like, wow, that is just, that gives me chills, because that's like my biggest aspiration, is to inspire others and motivate others to better themselves. So as I was stalking Barbie, she was going on trips that were paid for by Beachbody. She had a phenomenal body. She was talking about this Shakeology crazy stuff that I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that works. And I'm like, okay, this chick's got her stuff together, right? So finally one time I reached out to her, and she was just as amazing, you know, one-on-one as she is in the spotlight. And I was like, you know what? All right, I'm going to try this, but I don't pay full price for anything. Still to this day, true story. So I was like, okay, I'll sign up for the discount for the Shakeology stuff that I'm sure is not going to work. Okay. And it's going to taste like dirt, but okay, Barbie, I'll do it. So I sign up, I taste Shakeology and fall in love with it, because it doesn't taste like dirt, guys, I promise. And I start doing these workouts, and I can totally relate to Danielle in saying that, you know, especially as a mom, as a single mom, I give myself to my kids, to everybody around me. I do for everybody else. And then at the end of the day, you're exhausted and you just want to go to bed. You don't have time for you anymore. Well, when I got my program, which was Brazil Butt Lift, loved it, I was like, you know what? I am doing this for me. And I took a step back and I allowed myself to do this for me, to better myself health and fitness wise, and, you know, to show my kids that it's okay to take care of yourself. So then people started seeing results and asking me what I was doing. And it just turned into a business. I started just sharing what I was doing, just like if I go to a movie or if I go to dinner and I tell, you know, you got to see this movie. It was great. Same thing. You got to try this workout because it's amazing. And, you know, it just kind of evolved into this business. Now, the misconceptions part that I was scared of was, number one, I wasn't physically fit. Number two, I had no idea how to run a business. No idea. I always worked for somebody else. Number three, I didn't have a business degree. So again, didn't know how to run a business. I didn't have a lot of time to put into running a business, especially one that I knew nothing about. So, and another thing was that I didn't want to be pushy. So when I started sharing my story organically with my friends and on Facebook and posting about my workouts and things like that, people started asking me questions and asking me how I was doing it and asking me where they can get what I'm doing. So I would share my link with them, and voila, I have a business, and voila, I'm running a business, and I'm successful. And I had no idea. The training was already there. It's embedded in you. From all of your mentors and all the friends that you make in coaching. So it just kind of evolved organically that I was like, oh, I'm running a business. Look at me, I'm running a business. So then I started thinking, okay, so maybe I could do this for like real. Why should I stop here? Why can't I be like Barbie and be like the other coaches that are, you know, retiring their husbands and quitting their full-time jobs and going on paid vacation? Why can't I do that? So I started making a dream board, a vision board. And on my vision board, ooh, I'm going to get emotional. That wasn't planned. Okay. Whew. On my vision board, I had a house. I just wanted to purchase a house for me and my kids. And I was renting at the time. And I was in a relationship that didn't work out, and we needed to go our separate ways. So I needed to find somewhere for me and my kids to live. So I had two options: figure my shit out or move back home with mom and dad, which I had already done, which my parents are amazing. Thank you, Jesus. But I didn't want to do that again. I want to show my kids that I'm the provider, that I can be the single mom and I can survive and we can make this as a family. So I bought my house. And that was something that, as I looked back at my vision board, I realized at the time it didn't click that I was checking off an item on my vision board. It wasn't until we had been moved in for a good month, and I sat down and I set up my little office and I put my vision board up, and tears started flowing. Like, I did it. I did it. I can check that off, and my kids can be proud of me because I'm doing what I promised them I would do. Whew, sorry. But coming from a single mom, I'm just telling you, I was working, I was going to school, raising my 2 children, making sure Roxy didn't eat my son at the time, and just making it work. And anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I recently, 3 months ago, lost my job. So I found myself without the main source of income that I was used to pay the bills. And I made a decision. I had 2 options. I could go out and find a job and work for somebody else doing something that I didn't want to do, or I could dig my heels in and I could make this business work. I chose to make this business work. I have an amazing team. We meet every Saturday. We have a family connection. And that's one thing that I absolutely love about this business is the connection that I've made over the years with my Beachbody family. I've been through many, many low times in my life, and I always had support from my online family, from my fitness family. And through the years, I've actually created a career for myself in health and fitness. I didn't have that. I didn't have those accolades before I started Beachbody. Through Beachbody, I got certified in TurboKick, Insanity, PiYo, and soon to be Core de Force. In doing those, I landed a job where I was the fitness coordinator. I was the manager over actually 5 different divisions at a rec center. So I ran not only the fitness center, but the fitness the instructors that ran the fitness groups, and then several other divisions that pertained to other things that I did before, which was early childhood development. So in becoming a Beachbody coach, in just wanting to save the money, I have created a fitness career for me and my kids so that we can live our lives as we want. One of the things that I love about this is that I run my business, 90% of my business is ran from my iPhone. So when I want to take my kids to the pool, we go to the pool. When I want to take my kids to the mall, we go to the mall. When my kids want to go, out to eat, I go out to eat. If I need to answer messages on the way, if my boyfriend is driving, he knows that I'm in the passenger seat answering messages and connecting with ladies and gentlemen that really want to change their life. And I'm their inspiration, and I'm being held accountable myself because I'm holding them accountable. So it's a full circle of reward. It is the most rewarding position that I've ever been in, and I created it myself. So my message to you is, don't be scared by the misconceptions. They're not true. You can make this work on 1 hour a day, or 3, 5, 6 hours a day. However much time you want to put into it, that's what you do. It's your business, right?
Awesome. That was amazing. I love how you've been able, so many different doors have opened up through this one decision. And it's just great. And I'm so happy that you were able to get your house. And it just, is a testament about what happens when people just, take the leap of faith and just really work, because this takes work. You show up, you work, and you just do what is necessary to change some lives. And next we're going to hear from my girl, Christina. She is a diamond coach. She's a full-time registered dietitian. She's a past NPC bikini competitor. Girl, that takes some endurance right there, okay? She went from $10,000 in debt to debt-free and was able to buy her house in 2 years with thanks to Beachbody. She also is able to travel often because of Beachbody, and this is so cute, she met her significant other at one of the trips that Beachbody provides for their coaches. So with that being said, she's gonna give you the details of joining. She's gonna share her story, and I'm just so excited to hear it. Go ahead, Christina.
Thank you so much, Rosa, for your introduction into these amazing ladies that I have the privilege to be on team with in this Team Empire that we're all part of. So I feel like my story, obviously all our stories are different, right? And I come from a definitely different field because when I started with Beachbody, I had already achieved like the best body of, my fittest body. I competed for the National Physique Committee. I was a registered dietitian. I had gotten certified as a personal trainer. So I was already in that field. However, I was never happy. Like none of that like fulfilled that hole in what I like to call emotional overweight that I had. Because I was never physically like super overweight. Like, yeah, I had, pounds here, here and there. And I feel like my health history with how much I weighed was kind of like a roller coaster, but it was never like, oh my God, you're overweight. Like none of my friends would ever say I was ever overweight, but I felt like it. But it was more emotional overweight. So I had known about the opportunity a year before I actually decided to take a leap. Why? Because of what many of the girls here shared, this fears of like, I'm not good enough. And I think that's something all women can relate to. We never feel we're good enough for something. I never felt I was good enough to attract the current partner that I have in my life. I never felt I was good enough to become a homeowner before 30 or by the age of 30. I never felt good enough for so many things, and becoming a business owner or becoming an entrepreneur in my way was another way of me not feeling like I was good enough. So anywho, what actually made me finally take that decision was, this moment I was actually working out to insanity. I was living a really, really social, outgoing lifestyle at the time. So I had received my degree, my college degree. I was working in my field, and I partied my life away for 2 years, literally throwing my money away, just spending it, not throwing it away. Obviously that leaves memories, but just, social, outgoing, and binge drinking, and even though I, shared about eating healthy and stuff, I never really truly was eating the way I should be, like putting unprocessed, good, natural foods into my body. So anywho, so I remember was working out to insanity, and I had this epiphany. I had just finished my workout. I was looking at myself in front of the mirror, and at that point, you're supposed to feel like good and achieve, like I just killed my workout, I feel amazing, but it was the complete opposite. Like I just recall like feeling like unpurposeful, have lost my values, like not knowing the direction I was headed, focusing on the debt that I had. I was renting a room at the time. I had moved out from my parents' home, and I had a really bad not really bad. I didn't have a healthy relationship with my parents at the time. That's why I had moved out. I was dating different men. Like I was not in a stable relationship, and so just so many things that I was reflecting on in my life, and I'm like, why is this my situation right now? Like how did I get here, kind of thing. Knowing how driven I was, I graduated magna cum laude, was straight A student kind of thing. So I was always driven, hardworking, but you get distracted and you get lost in life. So that was a period of me losing myself in my life. So then at that point, when I decided to do the competition, I used Insanity. I already believed in the program that Beachbody has. I used Insanity as my, cardio to help me train for it. I competed. I finished. I did the competition like February 2013. Until 6 months later, after trying to find my own way with like online coaching and entrepreneurship and building my own self, it was too crazy and too hard. I think Kimberly can relate to, like, I didn't have any business degree background. It was just hard to kind of start from ground up doing something on my own to help women. So then that's when I finally decided to take the leap with Beachbody. So I started not as a challenger wanting to lose weight, but as a coach wanting to coach people and help people already, believing in the programs. By this time, I did not do Shakeology yet. I don't know if I even knew of it. I think I had, but I'm like, misconceptions, like, it's just another shake. Like, I don't even know what's in it. I don't know if it's going to be healthy for me. I don't even know the cost, if it's worth it, blah, blah, blah. But anywho, I wanted to coach people and I believed in the programs. So again, I literally Googled like Latina Beachbody coach, trying to like find the coach I wanted to work with. The first person I came across totally stood out to me. I saw her video, just like you guys are watching this video now, like someone being real, being transparent, speaking from her heart and showing how this opportunity changed their lives. And I'm like, oh my God, that's my coach. I didn't have to research anyone else. I reached out to her. We set up an appointment. And that's what I love. Like, as coaches, we want to help. And we're not trying to like, okay, just sign up. No, we have to know if this really opportunity is what you need. If it's going to help you, how it's helped us. So she got me on the phone and she was, just going through the motions with questions and stuff. And I was just like, I'm ready. Just tell me what I need to do. I'm ready. But she was just like, slow down. Let me get to know you. So anywho, we finished the call and I signed up. And ever since I've never turned around. It's been the best decision of my life. I started on Shakeology after researching and doing my own background search because, again, I'm a registered dietitian, right? And so I believed in the ingredients. I believed what it could do for you. After taking it the first 2 weeks, I was in love. Like, it helped me with my bloating. It helped me with my energy. It helped me with my cravings. To this day, like, I count on it 100% every day to help me with all that, to get through my day. So I love it. I love it. And I've gone through the programs, I've gone through all the programs. And so with that, again, other aspects of my life that coaching has helped me besides being able to find a more balanced lifestyle, because like I said before, I was never happy. I was way too strict, spending too much time in the gym. Food was controlling me instead of me controlling food. And it was just too much. With coaching and these programs, I can work out in 30 minutes or less. I can, eat healthy, balanced meals that are good for me, counting on Shakeology every day, and just change my meal plans and have more flexibility and balance. And that's what I needed. So it helped me find more time in my day to devote to like my family. And then even, this business now. On my first Success Club trip with this company, which is trips that, they gift us for helping people. I went with one of my best friends who I also met through this company and is one of my best friends to date. I met my current relationship, my current, significant other, who had met through one of the programs as well. He was actually a cast member, just to tell you that. So I met him there at the trip and we connected. And ever since then, we've maintained this long distance relationship that we've been able to fulfill each other in different ways. And make this my business, being able to pay off my $10,000 plus debt, being able to save that and more, to now being a homeowner by the age of 30. So my relationship with my family is the best it has been since then. Why? Because of personal development, which is one of the reasons this company has helped change my life. Not just the fitness, not just the health, because that is something I have already practiced in my life. It just helped me balance it better. But the personal development of working on myself to understand and get along better with my family. So me and my parents, I talk to my mom like every day. I visit them like often. So we have a really awesome relationship. My sisters as well. They become such a priority in my life. And it's just about that. If you really have the intuition to want to do something like this, it is going to take a change in your priorities, a change in your purpose, a change in your intention with your life to go through with it. Because you can't just like mess around with it, like, oh, I'll try it. And if it doesn't, like, it's not. It's something that you want, and just take it serious. And I believe me, it will change your life, how it's changed ours. So with that said, I think I've touched on all the points. Maybe you guys are wondering, okay, so I've heard enough. What if I did want to do this? What if I wanted to join? What if I want to sign up? Like, what would I need to do? How much do I need to put down? Blah, blah, blah. And the awesome part about this is the health investment, because you don't just pay and get nothing. You pay and you actually get your health investment to change your health and your fitness, but is super, super low compared to how much your life will change because of that. So there's different price points, but thanks to this company, they've made it so much easier to sign up, with programs. So the first price point is literally just for $40. The lowest, $40. To just have your coach title. So with that, you get your coach packet in the mail and tells you what to do and how to start. Of course, you connect with your coach to have your getting started right call, and then take it from there to our coach training. But that's the first price point. But of course, you don't just want to start with that, because obviously you want to work out and you want to drink and try out at least Shakeology to see how much it can help you. no, you do not. It is not a requirement to drink Shakeology as a coach, but it is super helpful. And I don't know, of course, I haven't fallen in love with it and how it's helped their health. So just take that into note. But the other price point is signing up with Shakeology as well. And then the last one is the whole platform, which is all our fitness programs that now I wish, maybe not I wish, because I signed up at the right time, but back then we had to buy all the programs individually to what we wanted to do. And now we get them all on one platform. Imagine the Netflix of fitness, and that's what we're given. So basically I get to choose and customize my workouts, my programs. Like, I don't have to play any guessing games. I don't have to invest in a personal trainer. I get to choose my trainer, my time, my meal plans. It's me. So it helps us create this as a lifestyle instead of depending on personal trainers and coaches to make you your meal plans, things like that. That's another thing I love. So that's another way you can sign up. And it's only $160 right now, guys, for the whole, your coach, you get your Shakeology, you get your programs, like the whole real deal. And obviously that comes with your mentoring and everything like that. So that's pretty much it. You obviously just have to connect with your coach for any more, concrete details or questions that you may have that maybe weren't answered here with us. Definitely reach out to them and just ask, that's what we're here for. We're here to help and mentor you and answer any more misconceptions that you may have about it. And hopefully you can join us for our next coach training to get started and become part of our team, and hopefully, see you at future events and our trips and our summits and things like that. So with that said, thank you, Rosa, for leading this amazing call. I think hit it on the nose with what I had to say. So go ahead and take the lead.
Awesome. So guys, we're going to leave you with this. This is something that has absolutely transformed our lives. We all come from different walks of life. Some are moms, some are not, and it's just really, we get one chance at life, one chance. And opportunities like this don't come by often. And I can say with confidence that we are different. We are different. Like, if you see our CEO, the guy wears Converse and plaid shirts. Like, we are all about helping people change their lives. And it has just been such a blessing to be part of Team Empire. Our leader, who is Barbie Kalev, she is an absolutely amazing woman. She has completely invested herself into us and into her team, and because of that, we've been able to overcome, we've been able to grow, we've been able to help, we've been able to change lives. And I hope that you look at this opportunity and you decide to lock arms with us, because you'll get fit, you'll change your mindset, and you'll touch lives. And then you could do whatever you want with this business. You can go as high, or if you just want to pay off your mortgage, you could do that too. So this opportunity has afforded me not to overdraft. It has afforded me to be able to go out of town if I wanted to. And I'm able to stay home and homeschool my children. My schedule is hectic with all my 3 kids. And I've been able to do it. I've been able to find time because it's important for me, and I want to live life differently than how I was just dragging and existing. So guys, I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. Have a great day, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.